Good morning, everybody. John here in Seattle. Hey, this is the morning after another preseason game for the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks is an American football team that's owned by Paul Allen, one of the founders of Microsoft, and they usually play when they're at home over at Centurylink Field, formerly known as Qwest Field. Which was built back in 2002 at the tune of $430 million. If you adjust that for inflation, it's probably worth over $530 million in 2013 dollars. But I read a little bit about the stadium, and it's got a seating capacity of 67,000 people, even expandable to over 70,000 for special events. And it's also the site for home games for the Seattle Sounders, an expansion team for the soccer. Additionally, a lot of the Seahawks ticket holders or Seahawks fans, they take the train, the light rail train from the stadium stop or even the international or district station, all the way down to the south end where they typically live. And fortunately, we also live in the south end, so we were able to take the train after the game. But as you can see, I mean, these trains, they're at max capacity after each game. Not only before that, during game evenings or game days, ridership increases up to 20,000 people. So you'll see on some of the video here that there certainly is an argument for that. So here you go. A lot of arguments have been made about having a professional team in the city that you live in. One of the things about living in Seattle is you have not only the Seattle Seahawks, but also the Mariners, and you also have the Seattle Storm. Qwest Centurylink Field was built again in 2002, but before that, the Mariners and the Seahawks played at the Kingdome. This was probably way before many of you millennials know who are watching this. Some of you of the net generation probably don't even know of the Kingdome, but we used to watch the Seahawks and the Mariners play at these stadiums, and you see that a lot of people, even in a preseason game, attend these games. And having a professional sports team in the city that you live in, so I'm wearing my blue jersey here, my Seahawk jersey and my hat. It's a sense of civic pride. There's also some arguments about the effect on tourism in a city. If you live in a state, let's say like Idaho or Oregon or even Montana, they don't have any professional football teams. So many of these folks that have season tickets come from a lot of different states. And then there's also an effect about employment. I mean, you'll see some of the video here that there are a lot of folks that are employed at the Seahawks stadium, and that goes from the concession stands for beer and food to the folks that are throwing popcorn and selling beers on the aisle. So anyway, here's another thing to do in Seattle. If you want to live in Seattle, you might want to root for your own team, home team. In this case, it's the Seattle Seahawks. Talk to you soon.